If you've enjoyed my content and would like to see more of it, I'd appreciate it if you could hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you continue to enjoy my videos. Tonight is July 7th, 2025. A full moon hangs like a silver coin in the ink-black sky over the Peruvian Andes. Here, at an altitude where the air is thin and every breath is a conscious effort, lies a mystery as old as the mountains themselves. It's called La Piedra Cantante, the Singing Stone. Most of the time, it's just a massive, unassuming boulder, wedged into the earth like a forgotten tooth of some ancient god. But on nights like this, when the lunar light is at its peak, something truly extraordinary happens. The stone begins to glow with a soft, otherworldly luminescence, its surface shimmering with a pale, ethereal light that seems to breathe in the cold mountain air. This is no ordinary geological phenomenon. As the glow intensifies, a sound begins to emanate from deep within the rock. It starts as a low, resonant hum, a vibration you feel in your bones before you can even properly hear it. Slowly, this hum builds into a complex and haunting melody. The sound is not of this world. It's a chorus of strange, flute-like notes and deep, sonorous tones that rise and fall in an unpredictable yet strangely beautiful cadence. It's a song without a singer, a symphony played by an invisible orchestra, echoing across the silent, imposing peaks that surround this sacred, isolated place. Imagine standing here, miles from any city, with only the vast, star-dusted heavens above you and the immense dark ridges of the Andes all around. The wind carries the stone's song, a melody that seems to tell a story of immense time and profound sorrow. Locals who have dared to venture this close speak of the sound with a mixture of reverence and fear. They say it isn't just a noise, it's a communication. It's a voice from a time long before our own, a message encoded in a language of pure sound, broadcast only when the moon reigns supreme over the darkened landscape. The experience is profoundly unsettling. Every instinct tells you that a rock should be silent, cold, and inanimate. Yet this colossal monolith defies all logic. It sings its heart out to the moon, seemingly alive and aware. The melody it produces feels ancient, filled with a primal energy that connects you directly to the raw, untamed power of this incredible landscape. You can't help but wonder what forces are at play here. Is it a trick of the wind, a strange acoustic property of the valley, or is it something more? Something that we, with all our modern science and understanding, have yet to comprehend. The first whispers of this singing stone reached the outside world through the quills of Spanish conquistadors. In the 16th century, soldiers and chroniclers, pushing deep into the Inca Empire in their relentless search for gold, wrote of bizarre local legends. They documented tales from the Quechua people about a sacred stone that sang under the full moon. Dismissing it as pagan superstition, they noted it but never truly investigated. To them, it was just another strange story from a conquered land, a piece of folklore to be catalogued and forgotten. They were focused on treasure they could see and weigh, not on melodies coming from solid rock. But for the Quechua people, this was no mere folktale. Their legends, passed down through generations, spoke of the stone long before the Spanish ever arrived. They called it a gateway, a huaca, or sacred place, that served as a portal between worlds. Their stories claimed that the stone was a divine instrument, a bridge connecting the earthly realm of Pacha to the celestial upper world, Hanan Pacha. The melody was not just a song, it was the voice of the Apis, the great mountain spirits, who used the stone to communicate with their chosen shamans, offering wisdom, warnings, and prophecies about the future of their people. As the centuries passed, the legend of La Piedra Cantante faded into obscurity for the wider world, but it never died among the people of the Andes. In the early 20th century, a few intrepid explorers and geologists, drawn by the persistent local tales, attempted the first scientific studies. They arrived with their instruments, ready to measure seismic activity, analyze the rock's composition, and record its acoustics. They hope to find a rational explanation, perhaps a unique mineral content like piezoelectric quartz reacting to lunar gravity, or strange wind patterns creating an auditory illusion within the valley's unique geography. Despite their efforts, these early scientific expeditions came up empty-handed. The stone stubbornly refused to give up its secrets. Instruments failed to detect any unusual energy signatures, and the rock itself appeared to be composed of common granite, with no special properties that could explain its mysterious glow or song. The phenomenon remained inconsistent, occurring only under a full moon, and even then, not always with the same intensity. The scientists left more baffled than when they arrived, their reports concluding that the Singing Stone was a puzzle that defied conventional scientific explanation, leaving its legend fully intact. For the local shamans, the Singing Stone is not a scientific curiosity. It is the very heart of their spiritual world. They believe the stone is a living entity, a sacred oracle that holds the collective memory of the land. During the full moon, they make pilgrimages to the site, not as observers, but as participants in a sacred dialogue. They perform rituals, make offerings of coca leaves and corn, and listen intently to the stone's melody. They believe the shifting tones and rhythms of the song are direct messages from the Apis, providing guidance on everything from the coming harvest to the spiritual health of their communities. It is their most hallowed connection to the divine. This reverence, however, is mixed with a deep-seated fear among the villagers who live in the valleys below. While they respect the stone's power, most would never dare approach it, especially on a moonlit night. They share chilling stories, passed down through generations, of those who got too close and were never the same again. They speak of people hearing disembodied whispers on the wind, words in a language no one understands that seem to call out their names. Some have reported seeing ghostly figures, shadowy apparitions that flicker at the edge of their vision, moving among the rocks near the glowing monolith. The most common and unsettling experience reported is the overwhelming sensation of being watched. People who have ventured near the stone describe a powerful, palpable feeling of an unseen intelligence observing their every move. It's a heavy, oppressive presence that makes the hair on their arms stand up and instills a primal urge to flee. They say the air grows thick and heavy, and a sudden, inexplicable dread washes over them. It's as if the stone itself is aware of their intrusion and is projecting its displeasure, a silent warning to keep their distance from its sacred ground. These supernatural claims are not easily dismissed as simple folklore. The stories are too numerous, too consistent, and told by people who are otherwise grounded and rational. A farmer might tell you about a time he lost a llama near the stone and saw strange lights dancing around it. An old woman might whisper of a cousin who went to the stone seeking answers and returned days later, unable to speak, his eyes wide with a terror he could never describe. These are not just ghost stories told around a fire. They are treated as historical accounts, cautionary tales that reinforce the stone's status as a place of immense power and unpredictable danger. Modern science remains stumped by La Piedra Cantante. Teams of geologists, physicists, and acousticians have brought sophisticated equipment to the site, hoping to finally crack the code. They've used ground-penetrating radar, magnetometers, and spectral analyzers, but the results are consistently inconclusive. The stone's glow doesn't correspond to any known form of bioluminescence or phosphorescence, and the sound it produces has no identifiable source. It seems to originate from the very core of the rock itself, a feat that violates our current understanding of physics. The mystery only deepens with every failed attempt to explain it away. This scientific vacuum has given rise to a host of speculative and conspiracy theories. Some believe the Singing Stone is not a standalone object, but part of a forgotten global network of ancient technology. This theory suggests that civilizations like the Inca, or perhaps an even older unknown culture, built these monoliths as energy conduits or communication devices, all connected through ley lines or planetary grids. The stone's song, in this view, is not a local phenomenon, but a transmission, a signal being sent to, or received from, other similar sites scattered across the globe, a secret conversation between the ancient wonders of the world. Another popular theory posits that the stone is a warning. Proponents of this idea suggest it is a repository of ancient knowledge, a kind of geological hard drive left behind by a lost civilization. The melody, they argue, is a complex data stream, a message meant to caution future generations about a cataclysmic event that destroyed its creators. Perhaps it's a warning about cosmic cycles, geological instability, or a cautionary tale about the dangers of technology. The eerie glow and haunting song are designed to attract attention, ensuring the message is not forgotten, even if we can no longer understand its language. Ultimately, the true power of the Singing Stone may lie in its profound psychological effect on those who experience it. Travelers from all over the world have made the difficult journey to witness the phenomenon, and their accounts are strikingly similar. They speak of feeling a shift in their perception of reality, a sense of time dilating, and an overwhelming feeling of connection to something ancient and vast. Many report leaving the site with more questions than answers, haunted by the melody for weeks. The final lingering question is the one that echoes in the mind of every person who has stood before it. What is